Hey guys, it's Dave from DD Drums. Welcome to this talk on how to massively improve your drumming in 2020. So there's so many strategies, so many ways you could improve your playing this year, right? But I'm going to talk about 5 that I believe have made the biggest impact in not only my life, but I've seen many drummers using these. In fact, many people in different walks of life have used these strategies to improve anything, okay? So if you're only serious about really improving your drumming this year, watch this video. If not, then maybe watch another one because you'll probably find it more entertaining or something, right? So what are the 5 strategies that I believe can help you massively improve your playing? Well, number 1 is setting goals, okay? Now what I mean by that is not setting resolutions where you think about what you might do and then you get hyped up about it for 1 or 2 weeks and then all of a sudden you let it go. No, what you actually do is you commit to a couple of goals, 1, 2, maybe 3 goals that you're going to pursue for the whole year, right? And you actually write them down or you create like a poster about them, you put them up on your wall and you see it every single day, right? I remember last year, 2019, I set a goal and that was to practice at least 30 minutes 5 times a week, right? At 30 to 60 minutes 5 times a week. And you know what? I actually read that goal a couple of mornings a week. So I constantly remind myself about what I was out to do. And for the most part, I succeeded in that goal, right? And you want to set goals as well that you believe you can achieve them and you have a strong desire for them, right? Because if you don't believe you can achieve it, if it's too far out there, then you're probably not going to be pulled towards it. You're not going to be motivated for it. So it's important to have goals and targets that you believe you can achieve and you're also highly motivated for it. Let's move on to the second strategy for having massive drumming success in 2020, and that is getting really inspired by what you do, okay? Now, I can remember a few times in my drumming career or drumming life that I got really inspired. I remember back in 1995, 96, around there, one of my friends, he gave me this CD of a band called Lagwagon. It's like a punk rock band, and I listened to the drumming and I got blown away by it. And I listened to it over and over and over again. And just by listening to the drums, I just got really drawn in. Have you ever experienced that where you listen to something and you just get inspired by it? Well, you want to find those things, immerse yourself in them every day. In other words, listen to them every day or watch them, like maybe it's a YouTube video. I remember about 2012, I was watching this drummer on YouTube, you know him, Cobus, C-O-B-U-S, check him out, I'll put a link below. But I listened to this drummer, I watched him, and I just got inspired by it. And that's the reason why I actually started making YouTube videos, just by getting inspired by Cobus. So that's the second strategy. Find things that inspire you and listen to them, watch them every day. Okay, the third strategy is practice. Now, that's easier said than done for some people because many times we have an intention to practice, but life can get in the way, true? You found that there's been times where you wanted to do it, but you procrastinated because there was that favorite show on Netflix, or you had to do homework, or maybe you got too busy at work, or something like that. So you ended up not doing it. Well, I found that people that practice the most, they allocate time towards it. So it might be 15 minutes every day, half an hour in the morning, or whatever it is, some amount of time that you believe you can do. The second thing is that you actually have your instrument in a way that's easy to get to. Like you're not actually going to have to walk up a hill that goes for half a mile and then, I don't know, do some ridiculous thing just to get to your instrument. You want to have it so it's so easy that it's like right there, easy to play. I remember, in fact, the drum kit I have at the moment that I practice on is an electronic drum kit, and it's in the family area. So I don't have to go far. I see it all the time, and it's easy to get on and practice with. And in fact, it's easy because you just put on headphones and I can play like 3 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, no one's going to hear me. So it's perfect like that. There's been times I've seen, I've actually had the drum pad right in front of the TV and just watching a movie or watching something and actually tapping away there. And that's why I think people find practicing, say, like guitar easier, because it's an instrument that you can have around anywhere. Well, why not do the same with drums? Have them in an area where you're going to see it all the time. It's easy to get to. And if not, at least you have a pair of sticks lying around the house that you can always pick up and just play, all right? And the second thing that I think is really important with practice is actually doing deep practice, all right? This is a big one, okay? What I mean by deep practice is, and I'm guilty of this too, where we practice things that we're good at and that are easy and make us feel good. And so we get on and we just muck around and we just have a great time. And we go, oh, that was good practice. Well, actually, deep practice, which is the kind of practice you want to do, is the type of practice where it really challenges you. Like imagine going to the gym, right? And when you go to the gym, like you lift up only weights that are easy and you don't really work the muscle. Will the muscle grow back stronger? Not really. I mean, you might kind of stay in shape a little bit, but you're not going to build that muscle. You're not going to build the physique that you're after. So the same is when you're practicing things that really challenge you and really push you out of your comfort zone when you play. All right, that's the stuff that's going to develop your skill and talent on the instrument, guys. So definitely aim for that. It's a deep practice. A really great book on this whole topic of deep practice is called The Talent Code, and I'll put a link for that down below. Outstanding book on developing talent on your instrument. All right, step number 4 is to get a mentor or a teacher, all right, into your life. So, start of 2019, that was one of the goals I set. I actually set a goal to get a teacher because, you know what, I found that my practice had kind of gotten stuck in a rut. I'd actually started to get into my comfort zone, I guess you'd call it, with playing and really stopped really growing. And I got this teacher, his name's Darren Ferrugia, and I went for a lesson almost once a month throughout the whole year. But the brilliant thing was he was able to see what I was doing not quite right and correct me. And I would have had no clue because as far as I could see, I was doing some really things that I thought were accurate and right, but he was starting to point out things that I kind of got into traps. For example, all my fills at that point in time, when I started lessons, were based on the same pattern. I got into this pattern of playing the same boring fills, which is based on a single stroke roll. But so he kind of got me out of that rut. And if it wasn't for having a teacher, I would probably not have been exposed to that. So teachers are great to help direct you out of your comfort zone as a player and show you where your weaknesses are. And it can really take off years of struggle by showing you the correct way. I mean, imagine you had to go from where you are now to, say, half an hour away, but you had no map, you had no Siri to direct you, and it was just, you just got lost, and then it took you like 5 hours to get there, right? When if you had the right directions, you could have got there in half an hour, no problems. That's kind of what a teacher does. They shave off years off your learning and can really help you grow a lot faster. So I think the other thing that's great about a teacher is they hold you accountable to everything you do. I mean, it's pretty embarrassing if you know you've got a lesson in a couple of weeks coming up or in a week coming up, but you haven't done any practice. So it helps you to stay on track and stay focused, which I think is more important than ever in this age we live in, where every second person probably, am I allowed to say this, has ADD. I mean, we're just so distracted by so much stuff out there that we can easily get distracted from our goals and our intentions that we set for ourselves. But a teacher or a mentor will really help you stay on track. So I can't like, man, that's, seriously, if you haven't got a mentor, look for someone, because honestly, it is a really great strategy for developing massive improvement on your instrument. All right, strategy number 5 for really developing yourself this year is to put yourself out there, okay? What I mean by that is oftentimes, I remember when I was at uni, okay, studying music, and there was this musician there who was absolutely brilliant on their instrument. And the thing was, they'd kind of stayed in their room for 20 years playing their instrument, and no one ever saw them. They never got into a band, they never played outside their room, they never performed for anybody. And so they developed all this skill, but they didn't perform. And it's like, what a waste, right? So what I'm going to suggest is put yourself out there. Practice getting yourself out there. I remember, like I said earlier, back in 2012, I think it was, 2011, I heard this drummer Cobus on YouTube, and I just got inspired. And then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna actually do what he's doing. I'm gonna make some drum cover videos. And I started with a couple of really simple ones, and I put them on YouTube, and I just got this love back for playing. And I do believe that musicians love validation, and so YouTube is a great way to get that, because you can, you have an online community that supports you and helps you. So if you haven't already, maybe consider putting yourself out there with creating some drum covers and letting other people see you playing, and then that helps to reinforce what you're doing. And the other thing too is getting to a band. That's another thing that I think that when you've got a group of musicians who are like-minded and they're really wanting to improve their ability on the instrument, it can really help you to stay focused and gives you a bigger reason why, bigger than yourself, to really make the most of playing music. All right, because when it's all just about you and your instrument, it can get a bit lonely, and you don't have as much of a reason to really develop yourself and your ability. But when you're connected with other musicians and they're relying on you for you to be your best and step up, it's like that extra motivation, and it just comes to you. So I'm going to highly recommend either putting yourself out there on YouTube or joining a band or something like that, where you really put yourself out there, develop your confidence. All right, guys, so that's it. That's going to be the 5 strategies, and I'm going to ask you to put a comment down below if there's any strategy that you have in mind to develop your ability more in 2020 and beyond, okay? Because this is not just about this year, it's about every year for the rest of your life. These strategies can be ongoing, all right? And they're simple, right? These are simple strategies, but there's a big difference between knowing and doing, because many times we know these things, but we can just fall into traps of being busy or procrastinating. And so, definitely turn these into action items that you do consistently throughout the year, or at least pick a couple and go from there. All right, guys, so I hope you got some value from this video. Subscribe for more videos, lessons, and like if you like this video. Thanks so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Keep it up. See you soon.